For a long time, there's been components of Civ 7 that have been in the game files but haven't actually been playable, and one of those is the Great Library. Well, that changes today. The Great Library is now in Civilization 7, and we're going to do everything that we can to build an empire specifically around this world wonder. So let's talk about exactly what it does, about how it works, and about why we think this combo might be good. So it's a base yield of +4 science, +1 science on science buildings across your empire. 3 codex slots must be placed adjacent to a district. So essentially, my thinking is the more science buildings you've got, the better, which naturally makes civilizations like the Mayans particularly good with this wonder, mainly because you get an extra science building. You get access to a unique science building playing as the Maya. So my game plan here is quite simple. We're going to build all the science buildings in the game, and we're going to take advantage of Friedrich Oblique and his special ability, where he gets an infantry unit every time you construct a science building. So we've got 3 that we can build. We've got the library, we've got the academy, and of course we've also got the Kuna, which is a science building as well. So let's get to it. That's the game plan. Our traditions for today, or rather our mementos for today, because you can see the traditions here now. Our mementos for today are Corona Civica and Silk Ultaria, which is kind of my standard go-to. If you'd like to play this save, I'll leave a link in the description, or rather a link in the description to the Discord server where you can find the save file. Let's put it that way. And let's get to it, because we've got a fun little start here. This is going to be our first non-fishing start that we've done in quite some time. Everything has been like sailing lately, but this is definitely looking like a rough start. You can see the amount of rough tiles that are in here right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we go with it, just because ideally we want to try and keep tempo with the fishing starts. I think we should come out with like a bit of an early lead compared to other fishing starts, but I suspect they probably catch us around like the middle of the era. Now, one other thing to note is we're going to be going out for this mining resource. We want to always try and prioritize mining resources. So here's an example. We've got sheep, even though sheep are a great tile. I don't know whether or not we're actually going to try and prioritize it. So that is a factor to consider. Now, another thing is we want to grow up to the clay. The clay has actually been buffed in the most recent patch as well. It never used to... Oh, is that a sailing? I think that might be... Yeah, bugger. We got done goofed right here. Let's have a little bit of a scout. We've got 2 goody huts down here in the water, so we might have to look at picking up sailing. I will also say, just with regard to this map, we are playing on Pangaea and Islands, 8 players, deity difficulty, and these are the seeds right here. So I mean, it's kind of crazy to see all of, well, not crazy, but it's unusual to see that many goody huts in the water already. But we're going to keep looking for it. I don't know whether or not this looks to be that we've got ocean, but you kind of see the way that it's coming out here. There's a navigable river here. It could be a lake that we've also got internally. So we'll keep an eye on it. And there's our next goody hut. So let's go and make a move on over towards that. We're definitely going to take the culture this early on. We want to try and get towards mysticism, mainly because we need to actually pick up our Pantheon. That's going to be the most important thing for us. So if we're able to secure the Pantheon and look to buff up all of these rough tiles, we'll be in a pretty decent spot. And we've met a city-state, Seleucia. Now, this is an interesting one. I'm a big fan of this when you're doing a fishing opening, but I don't know whether or not it's good when we're doing what we're doing, because we're not really going to be making a lot of granaries. Now, don't get me wrong, we could make granaries here, but I don't know whether or not it's worth it. Now, we're going to come down to masonry just to pick up our monument. I think it's quite important for us to do that, and we've got the option now for a brickyard. Do we put the brickyard down just here? I think we do put the brickyard down. Now, where does the brickyard go? I think the brickyard can come here. That's not a problem. We could do brickyard and then like a wonder, and then we could do our library in here, or we could just do a library in the central circle. The problem is if we do the library here, we're not going to be able to get the adjacency bonuses for it, and we want to try and max those as much as we can. So let's go ahead and do this, and we'll look to take this position right here, at least for now. We're always going to be able to pop it with the granary a little bit later. Yeah, I think, this is a bit of a weird spawn. I don't know where on the continent we are right here. We can take 50 damage. I think we're definitely going to have to take 50 damage. Lovely. And we're going to continue moving up north. What is this spawn? It's kind of hard to tell. Like, I know that we're towards the middle because we've got all these tropics, and you can see we've got a bit of a mountain range here. I think we let this guy go up. That's all water. So let's see whether or not... Oh, God. Don't tell me it's all cut off with mountains. I guess this is the consequence for playing with mountains. Oh, we've just discovered a natural wonder. And we're the first one to discover this natural wonder. That's why we've unlocked Iceland. And it just kind of comes up really quickly. It doesn't even... Because I'm right-clicking. So a bit unfortunate that we can't actually see that. But we've spotted this out. This is not too bad. We've got the camels in here as well. So this could be a potential expansion spot. So here, this is where I'm getting excited because they buffed up clay in the most recent patch. So previously, we're hovering over it. Let's see if we can get it to come up. Hover. Hover. Okay, that one comes up. Clay pit, there we go. So it wasn't getting the bonuses before, but now it's getting the bonuses. So I want to try and like maximize our clay pits as much as we possibly can. Now, the other thing to note, maybe we take the sheep in like 9 turns. Like we could pop this citizen out because we want to start taking rough tiles, but we only want to do it after we've got our altar in. You can hear we found even more goody hearts. I love that new sound that they've added. Every time you find a goody heart now, they've got a special sound. Did we find all the goody hearts that were down here? Yes, they did. Yes, we did, rather. Okay, so we've come in towards this position. Okay, all right. It looks like there's a way out for us here. We've got another city-state to the north. They're not a hostile city-state. Dude, look at the amount of damage that he just took right there. I'm kind of tempted to just sit on this tile and just repair for the moment. We've got a gypsum tile to the south, so that's definitely going to be an expansion point. 3 mining resources, 4 or 5 rough tiles over here. Is there any fresh water? Let's take a look and see. We've got one right here. It's also, I mean, that's probably not the best freshwater tile. Maybe this right here. But, I mean, these are both +2 anyway, so let's just take this. I think that's going to be the play. We'll come in and scout that out a little bit more. But I think for the moment, at the very least, we can put that down. It's on freshwater. We want to try and settle for freshwater here 100%. And now we want to come down towards this position. We can do it on the next turn. We don't have to pop it right now. And what do we got? Ooh, interesting decision. Do you take the extra influence, but lose out on the culture? This is massive, because right now, like, we need to get mysticism. And the reality is the AI might beat us to it. But at the same time, we want the influence, because that's going to help us a huge amount. But I think we just need to play safe. Let's just take the culture, because the AI does absolutely prioritize going for stone circles now. So hopefully we've still got it. And, okay, wonderful. It's still there. Very important when you're doing a rough start to still have access to that stone circles early on. So that's going to bring us up once we've got our altar down. So we can actually go for our altar now, or we could go into settlers first. Now, the reason why I'm thinking we should actually do an altar here instead of going into settlers is because we haven't actually met any leaders yet. So by going into, like, by opening with this, we're just going to really start strong with production. It's going to be an immediate +3 production. And then once we pop this citizen out over here or over here, that's going to increase that even further. So I think by going for this altar, let's go ahead and do it. And we could even look to try and rush it out just by purchasing the remaining of it. I've been really enjoying that quite a bit, where you just purchase the last little bit. So now that we've done that, let's go into the unique tech tree, take a look exactly at what we've got for our options. We can go to the Kunar here, or we could go into Lords of Zabilba. Now, I just realized with the altar, we've got to be very careful with the altar placement, because very specifically, our altar must be placed on vegetated terrain. So here, let's go into that so we can pick up an extra +2 science. Is this a vegetated terrain tile? It's flat, tropical, but it's not vegetated. So we don't want to place our altar right there. Even though we do get the +1 culture, +1 science for the adjacency, it's not going to work. So alternatively, where do we go? Now, remember, we've got this +2 down here. We've also got a +2 over here that we can use, and we can get these adjacencies in. So we definitely don't want to be putting our library in here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pop this bad boy out. I'm going to say, we don't need you anymore. Thank you very much, though. We could, oh, you know what we could take? That one right there. I mean, it's kind of tempting to come down towards this position as well, but we can't actually get the rubies. So let's go ahead and grab that. That's a beautiful tile, isn't it? Oh, my Lord. And let's move north, and we'll do a bit of a search right here. And we found 2 additional goody huts here. So let's now move over towards this spot. There's that city-state that we knew about. He's gone the way of the dodo down here. We might heal up just for a little bit, just to make sure that we're going to be okay. But we've got a lot of space early on here. And we've got the option, do we go culture or do we go science? Now, it's tempting here to go science. Masonry is actually quite big for us, because that's going to give us +1 production across the board. That's the other thing to note. By getting here, we get +1 production on every... Actually, is it only mines and quarries? Oops. Where were we? We were over here. I think it might just be mines and quarries specifically. +1 production of mines and quarries. So what we've got, this is a quarry right here, and that's it. Other than that, we've got clay pit. So it doesn't really give us the bonus on these. I don't know. Oh, that one's that. Yeah, it doesn't give us the bonus on these. So is it really that worth it? Probably not for us to go into that. So I'm once again kind of tempted to go into culture. Culture's also going to be the one that's difficult for us to really get a lot of in this game. We're going to have so much science in this game, but we're not really going to have a lot of culture. And it looks like we should be able to hit on that one right there. Let's come up, and it's Tyre that we've run into. It looks like this might be across the water. We can actually befriend them this turn right now. Gives us extra production. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Why not? Ideally, we want to try and find scientific city-states, mainly because we're looking to try and play a science game. And you can see there's a bit of a peninsula down here. So let's come across. We would definitely not take the horseman even if we could afford it. I think, what is it, minus 300 gold? I think it's something ridiculous like that. It's a crazy amount of gold. There's no way that we'd be able to justify that. And from here, we've got another 2 turns before our altar is complete. There's a part of me that thinks maybe we just hold out on that and just look to try and pick up these sheep. Now, I want to come all the way down here just because I want to make sure that we get every little bit of vision before we actually do it. Jaguar, he can heal up for 1 more turn. And we'll call that a day right there. And let's bring him down now to the south. We also want to find out this position up towards the north because we're about to actually unleash all of our waves of settlers. We're at 1 out of 4 at the moment. And keep in mind, we're going to have early irrigation, which is going to push us to 1 out of 5. Culture is going to take a little bit longer, but when it comes to our unique tree, which we can absolutely go down to, we can look to get that +1 settlement limit down here. So there's definitely a world where we just go straight up to 6 settlements immediately, because we've kind of been pumping right now with regard to our production. It looks like Seleucia is almost on the corner right here. So I don't think we're going to be, like, we should just be able to move past it. And this is a beautiful spot. Holy. Double gypsum. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Right there. Put a pin on it. If you like it, then you should have put a pin on it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. We have got, this is a pretty good capital so far. So plus 20 production now with the altar being completed. I'm still not 100% like, wow, that's crazy amounts of production in here, but we'll go with it. So we'll do 4 settlers just to start with. We know that we're gonna have that +1 coming through from irrigation shortly. We'll go riding and then into irrigation. So I think we've got probably more than enough time and enough room to do that. So now it just becomes about finding where we want to settle. Let's go up. We'll grab this goody hut up here. And then once we've grabbed that, we'll double back and see what we can find. But there's camels in here, so we're definitely going to be looking to settle it. There's also salt. There's gold in here, which is quite nice. We've got another hostile unit now beginning to move out. Let's do a bit of a search here. We still haven't found another player. That's an interesting thing to note. No players just yet. Oh god. Okay. We still need to get our sailing. Sailing is kind of haunting us in this game. Do we go the science? Nope. We go the gold. Definitely. Gold makes the most sense here. Gold is quite difficult for us to get playing as the Mayas. It's not particularly easy, so any opportunity that we've got to take it, I think we definitely want to do that. As soon as we plant this down, Seleucia is going to look to attack us almost immediately, I suspect. So we do need to be cautious of that. Now, one thing to note is, do we go for riding right here, right now? When the reality is, like, do we really need it? I mean, yes, we do. You never want to skip riding, I don't think. There's definitely a world where you could go irrigation first. Maybe let's just do irrigation first. I think we'll go irrigation first and then we'll go into riding. I have a method. There is a method to the madness, by the way. So he'll come down here. Let's just do a little bit of further search. We've got more camels down here. This is a beautiful little spot. We've got +2. We've got adjacency. Plenty of spots for the Kuna as well. Probably somewhere along here. So, yeah, that's nice. There's actually a +3 back here if we really wanted to push it, and you absolutely could. +3, +2. Dude, bring Mississippi in. They would love that spot. Let's do a search here. It's probably not the best because we've got the mountain right next to us. Please tell me there's a way around here. I don't think. I think that's probably the end of the continent right there, or the end of wherever it is that we're exploring. I don't think we're going to be able to go much further. It's actually a pretty nice spawn that we've got here, though. And I love how isolated we are, dude. There is nobody that's even close to us now. And we've got a decent amount of land that's in here. And yeah, this is indeed the end of the road. Do we just go into sailing? It's 8 turns, though. That's so many turns for sailing. Oh, it's hard to really justify, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to plant this bad boy down here. Watch how quickly this warrior turns around. What do you reckon? 2 seconds? 3 seconds? Somewhere in that region. Probably going to be coming quite quickly towards us. Now, we could also look to get the granary in here, but we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to save all of the gold that we're generating for the moment. So let's now move up towards this spot. We don't actually know how good this position is either, so we probably should have come back and scouted that, but look, you can always scout with your settler, can't you? Let's do another scout across here. Dude, the continent keeps going up here to the north. Okay, do we move up to the north? I kind of want to know where we're settling in here, but I mean, you can just kind of imagine it, right? Like, there's a couple silks in here. We'll be fine. We can scout with other units. We'll be okay. Let's go north. Hopefully, we don't die to that volcano. He says, seconds before dying to the volcano. We got more land down here. What is this? An internal sea potentially that we've got, and you can see now, immediately turning back. So now we've got to make a decision. Do we keep going down this route? Or do we come back and defend? I think we have to come back and defend. Arguably, we probably should have done it last turn. We're a little bit far away here. Okay, so now next question. Do we continue on the uniques, do we go to Code of Laws? Do we look at potentially going into Great Stell as an option? I do like Player Networks because it's growing focus and every single town is on growing focus all the time. So that could be an option. Do a Shuriken. Not too bad either. But I think our focus should probably just be on our uniques. Let's just try and get down here. Let's get down the calendar round. Let's try and hit that mastery as well. And let's try not to die here as we stand next to the volcano. This guy's going to come back, or at least he's going to have to try and come back. There's literally no way out for this guy. He's going to have to make the long walk back, my friend. Okay, so we could be in a little bit of trouble here, but we're going to try and intercept. Oh, that's a slinger as well. We met somebody. It's Xerxes. Do we even get out of here? I don't even know if we get out of here. No, we could look to be friends here because... Let's go... Do we go with the friendly? He's kind of far away. I don't really care if we're friends with him. I more care about whether or not we've got influence if he sends us an agreement. That's the main thing for me. Okay, don't die, because we're on the river. Jeez Louise, that's close. That is very, very close. And there was a flood. No, there was a volcanic explosion, dude. I told you, man. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Okay, let's move up towards this spot. So, we probably should have gone here, and then we could have jumped into the city. I don't think the city dies here. I don't think the city dies here. Please don't die, city. City, we kind of need you. Okay, we've got a 1-3-1 over here. This is making me happy. Have a look at these tiles. These are quite nice. So let's go ahead. We'll pick up these early on. We've got another settler that we can now look to invest in. Do we have a quick look down here? Just a quick squiz up the inside. Would we bother even if we could? Yeah, potentially. Maybe there's like triple turtles or something. You never know. Double reef? Yeah, we'll take a double reef. Why not? We can do a little bit of fishing over there. We've also got more potential spawns out here, but I think we probably want to go towards where it's contested. So let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully we don't lose that city right there. We also need to heal. That's another thing to keep in mind. So let's do a little bit of running. As we've now met Tyre, so let's go and grab immediately our gemstones. You need your gemstones. You got to get those gemstones in. Oh, and we've got gypsum as well. Okay, we're kind of ready for this bad boy to be a city here. So let's go ahead. Let's jump you inside. I mean, we're not ready for the city yet. We're only at turn 32. We're a Diplo Civ as well, so we get the extra Diplo point. Let's go ahead and grab that. So now, what do we take out from here? Like, all of these resources are just incredible. How much are you giving us? You're only giving us 1 for the moment. So let's move gypsum in for now. And we've got ourselves quite a bit of production here. So let's maybe move just a little bit further. Let's go grab the goodie hut and then we'll heal up. How about that? That seems like that seems like a fair deal. Another thing to note, do we maybe just want to turn this into like a mining town? Okay, hear me out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, you could I don't ever use mining towns, but I saw somebody, I posted a Discord thread and someone's like, yo, if you're not using mining towns, like, you're doing it wrong. You should be using mining towns. So I don't know, maybe is that guy cooking? Is that guy cooking? Let's find out. Let's look to try and line that bad boy up. We've got irrigation through, so now we're 2 out of 5. We've copped a little bit of damage here, so we're healing up. That's okay. So let's go. We'll hit this. We've got 3 settlements on tropical. And bam, drop that down. I'm tempted to get the brickyard sooner rather than later, just because the brickyard is just going to start giving us gains immediately. And the whole game plan with this settlement is just to keep it here. Actually, is there a way that we can give it food? Not yet. We should probably prioritize a resource like that. If there's any fish, I mean, we got dates down here as an option. Is there any, are they deer? What are they called? You know, the crocodiles? Game, I think that's what they're called. They're yeah, it's an interesting one, we'll say that. Okay, we've got 170 influence. Let's try a research collab. Wonderful. So that is good. That gives us a nice little boost. And then after that research collab is, well, once we've got the resources built back up, I think we can look to try and befriend Seleucia as well. But it's important to note that it's only a bonus towards food buildings, or at least that's the bonus that I like to go for. We don't have sailing coming through yet either, so let's keep on moving down here. We'll bring this secondary scout down to cover this. Now, where does our next expansion go out over here? Because to be honest, like, this is still a pretty decent expand. The other thing to note, if we turn it into a mining town, we can't use the way that I like to abuse it. So there's a mechanic that you can kind of abuse that I've been doing a fair bit lately in my games. Now, where's this settler going? Look, by the way, can we talk about this Kaelin? How beautifully positioned it is. Double Kaelin up here as well. There's no resources here that make me get excited. Double sheep is decent. camels is the big one. Camels as well as the dates I think are quite nice. So let's get on out here. This is going to be quite a far away expansion as well. So we do need to be aware of that. Maybe we should look for a second one out here as well so we can throw one down on the gold. We'll try and find something in there. So that's going to give us 5 settlements at this stage. It's still before, like, for us to now get up into that 6th settlement, it's going to take some time. And our next one in the civic tree is just, it's miles away. So we're not going to bother with any more settlers. Turn 36, we've gotten out our 5 settlements, or at least our settlers for our 5 settlements. So we're happy with that. Now we can start thinking about building out the rest of our base. So let's begin doing that. Have we got any mountains for adjacency? Now we do have a mountain for adjacency here. We've also got one right here as well. So we could look to try and come out here. The only trouble is, how do you go about getting out there? Because your altar is on this tile. And because your altar is on this tile, you can't really build out over towards this position. Is there another way that we could get out here? Like, we could drop the granary or the saw pit, but the trouble is if you do that, you're giving up an adjacency because you ideally want to pair these bad boys together. So I think it's probably best that we don't even look for the +1 adjacency bonus for the monument and instead just look to try and put it down, say, as an example, right here. We could also just put it around the city center. I'm not adverse to that either. Are there any potential adjacencies that we could look out for? Not really. If actually, right here, because this is where we've got another +2 here, so we could do Monument Villa right here, and then Library potentially here, and then we could do a Wonder on this tile, and then that gives additional adjacencies to both of these. That's one of the ways that we could do it. Or we could do a Wonder on this tile, and then into the Library over here. We'd need something to stick on the hill, though. Hanging Gardens? No, unfortunately, it doesn't quite hang all the way over there. So these are small little decisions. I think let's not overthink it at this stage. Let's just go with what we were originally going for, which is to chuck it down over here. If anything, this is a +3. This is also a +3. That's a rough tile. That's a +2. So we're going to prioritize. We'll stick it over here just because we'll go for the garden on this tile. So that's our thinking. Let's actually throw some pins down as well, just so that we don't forget. So that's going to be our garden. Our library, we can go up here, but then we've only got 2 spots for adjacency. We've got 3 potential spots for adjacency add-ons down here. But this is also flat land, so let's just throw the library up there. So I think that's probably the best way to build it out. I'm curious how you would have built differently. If you've got any ideas about a better way to have built it, leave it down in the comments. We haven't explored... Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. We haven't explored at all down towards this south side, but I don't even really know if it's ours to expand into. That's the other thing to note. Okay, I want to go up and grab this goodie heart, but there's a warrior just standing next to it. Let's try it. We'll try again. Okay. Oh, scientific city-state. That makes things a little bit interesting, because we were going to take this bad boy down here. Do we just kill Seleucia? I mean, if you kill Seleucia, what do you do? Wow, that's actually not terrible. 4 reefs in here? Maybe, do we kill Seleucia? 1, 2, 3? And just ignore this reef tile? That's a crazy city, dude. How do you... Can we get something on that tile? No, we can't. Look, 1, 2, 3. You can't build over to here. Where do you even put it? Do you put, like, the city right there? And then build around over to here? You got to go through a volcano if you do it. Yeah, it's kind of wild. I think we just leave it. I don't think we bother with it. At least not yet. Not yet. Okay, we need to start saving up gold. We need to start working towards our next... city. We don't have any cities just yet. Okay, we're just going to back out away from you. I think we befriend them. We want to try and focus on our science as much as we can here. So let's look to befriend them. Where is our second scout? He's down here. So we'll try and intercept this slinger when it comes across. And we're definitely going to take the extra culture here. Wonderful. So that's going to give us access to a couple of other bonuses. What are we going to look to put in here? I think we'll definitely go with... Oh, not that one. Definitely go with priesthood. That's going to give us a nice little... beginning. Oh, excuse me. I thought I clicked that. We did not click it hard enough, I guess. And then we've got the option to train a commander, build a garden, or just take the gold. We're going to take the build a garden just because training a commander, we're not really going to be producing infantry. We're going to be getting a lot of infantry, but we're not going to be producing them. That's going to be the key distinction here. And the reason why is because we are going to be getting them all for free. So anytime that we complete a mastery, so I might go down and complete our first masteries now. We've got a couple of ways that we could do it. We could even go into masonry too. Maybe let's pick up both of these right here. And each time that we complete that mastery, we're also going to be getting an infantry unit, and we're going to be able to use that infantry unit to be able to defend, to be able to attack, and just to have it, because, well, you want it, right? Like, it's one of those things. So don't take the bait here. We're just going to go for the 5. We could also look for the Kunar. Which one is more or quicker to build? It's definitely the library. We could also even think about building the granary in here as well quickly. One thing to note, garden is also a happiness building. It never used to be, at least not that I can remember, which means it now gets the bonus culture and also gets the bonus science from these two traditions. So you definitely want to try and prioritize getting the gardens in once you've got those traditions. So let's start with the library for a +5. Not too bad. And up towards this spot, we'll hide in the mountains for the moment. And so this one becomes a little bit interesting. How do we go about building this out? Because we want it to grow. I don't actually think we settle here. I think we come down a little bit closer to the salt. And we look to try and prioritize the dates early on. I don't think we want to sit on or take the watering hole because it is going to be a clay pit. We want to try. Oh, we should have settled just then. Oops. Whoops. So let's go ahead and do that now. Camels actually not a bad decision either. If we picked up the camels, oh, it's not in your trade network. Okay, easy choice then. Let's make sure we fix that. Let's heal you up. And we've almost got that library in. One more turn. And we've met a new civilization. Okay, hopefully she sends us a cultural agreement. That would be really nice to have. It would be absolutely lovely. Very welcome if she would do that. Let's think about coming out over towards this side. We could also potentially think about going into the dates here, but I feel like going into the gypsum is going to make a little bit more sense, just because we're almost there. We'll take the 20% culture. We'll chuck toolmaking back in for now. And now we've got this final chance to look up the coastline. We haven't had a look all game, but now we're actually going to be doing it. So this should also connect both of these cities, or at least I hope that it does connect both of these cities or these settlements. Now we probably want to go granary before we go into the Kunar, just because the granary's providing us some nice little bonuses here. So let's go ahead, grab the granary, and then I think even the garden, just because our food is not doing particularly well. This is not... Oh, hanging gardens. There's no way we get a hanging gardens, is there? There's no way we get hanging gardens, right? Do we try and get hanging gardens? If we were going to put hanging gardens down, where would we put it? What's the turn? Turn 44. And Egypt is in the game with Hatshepsut. Like, that is, you are really pushing the limits if you think you're going to get hanging gardens again. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I've been burnt too many times with the hanging gardens, and I'm not gonna start again today. Now, where does the Kunar go? Our uniques. We could go here, and then we could put a coastal wonder right there. I think that's got to be the play. So let's go ahead. We'll drop that bad boy down. It needs to be on a vegetated tile. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we can put the Jalor in afterwards. And I think that's a pretty good little start here. So our main focus now is just finding or getting our city online. It's a little bit expensive though, and we don't really have a high growth settlement just yet. And normally you want to try and focus the high growth settlement first because it's going to be the cheapest for you to do that. But that is our first. Oh, have a look at this. So we've completed the library, and that was our first warrior, and then we've also now completed that mastery, and we're going to complete another mastery as well. So we could look to come out here. Hattusa is down here as well. We could look to come out and try and take these out. That's definitely a reasonable prospect. But for the moment, I think we could just kind of chill out, just build up our infantry, get you guys guarding up. You can see there's a number of units out here. So let's get out here on the move in inevitable preparation for the attack. We can actually get our scouts out here as well, just because we've got infantry now to defend back at home, so we'll be okay. All right, so we've scouted this out pretty much, and to be honest, there's not really a good spot to settle in here. You could do a fishing town, but even then, there's not a lot of reefs. Like, we've got 1-2 reefs up here, so we could settle this tile, and then that gets 3 reefs, but none of them are immediately adjacent. But I do kind of like that idea, but then we'd have to go into a fishing key, and that's going to cost us gold, and that's going to set us behind with regard to our aid, or with regard to our next city. This is not a good settle. I don't like this settle. This is a bit more decent, but it's too far away. Let's come back over towards this position. I think this is probably just going to have to do for us for now. This one's not yet connected to the trade network, but it will be soon. Okay, we've got another opportunity back over towards this side to continue adding into the mining. So let's go into the jade here. We've also got this one for extra science, but we'll take the jade because it's going to be a resource as well. We can throw that in there, but it doesn't actually do anything, does it? Oh, no, it's not connected to the network. Excuse me. Wonderful. All right, well, that will give us a little bit. And we should be connected to the network very, very soon, though. Do we just go and end Seleucia? Like, I don't actually see us becoming friends with him. And if somebody else finds Seleucia, they're going to bribe it to attack us, and it's going to hurt. But if we're going to do that, we should probably, at the very least, pick up our army commander. Just so that we at least start building experience. And then we could just go hunting. Is anyone befriending you? No. So that's quite a while that's going to take. Let's befriend you as well, so we don't forget. It's quite important. We never got sent that trade agreement, by the way. Ooh, spearmen. Spearmen now coming out. Good news is, though, we got 3 infantry units already. Ooh, have a look at this. Wonderful. There's a cliff right here, so he can't attack into us. So we should be okay. An extra codex or happiness? We're making 30 happiness a turn, so we're definitely going to take the codex here. Make sure that we slot it in. And where is our next expansion? Do we take this as a 1-3? Why is it only a 1-3? Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to get Mundo Perdito. It's coming up soon. 9 turns. We're going to get Mundo Perdito. There's a lot of good tiles in here. So we're definitely going to get that. Are there any other big tiles in here? Not really. Let's keep working into this theme of going for all of our mines. Not the best tiles yet, but I'm sure they will grow. They will grow. So which direction do we now go with regard to tech? Because keep in mind, we want to come down towards the Great Library. And for us to do that, I mean, we're going to have to come up through sailing. Do we make a stop at bronze working first? We could. No, you know what? I think we actually need to go up into currency first. We don't have anywhere near enough gold to be, like, justifying what we're doing. We need to be able to convert to cities. And, like, it's turn 48 and we still don't have anywhere near enough. So we absolutely need to start doing that. And by doing that, we also go into sailing as well, which means we open up a whole new world for us. Cotton. Lovely. Now let's take a look and see whether or not this will actually give us that settlement or that connection. Oh, I just realized this guy's dying over here. You're not going to make us buy, are you? That's painful. I mean, we can come over and try and defend, but it's going to make us buy, isn't it? It's going to force us to buy. Actually, is there a way that it can kill this city? I don't know if this can kill the city. I don't actually know how that works. Let's come back over here, and then we'll come across. We're sailing in 2 turns. You can defend for now. Move you across at the top. He's defending on this tile, so he should be okay. I don't think the AI will come out and try and kill him. Okay, so now you can hold position. And do we settle on the... It's suggesting to settle on the river right here. Is that the settle? Oh, I don't like this settlement location at all. It's a really sad settlement location. You know what? Let's turn it into a fishing city. Unironically. We'll take the gold. Call it a fishing city. Everything's now connected, I think. Because we've taken the gold, so we should be able to move things around. Nope, not yet. We'll have to wait till next turn before we can do it. Maybe we'll need to look at the camels. Did we get that fortification through? I don't think we did. Sailing in 1 turn? Okay, he's backed off. Wonderful. Alright, we're okay. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I feel like I just... That was a blunder. That was a massive blunder right there. He came up from this tile across. It's a minor defeat for us. So we're just going to go back. We don't want to lose these units, right? That's the other thing to note. It's like, yeah, they're free units, but at the same time, you still want to keep them. You don't want to throw them away. Culture or food? No, we'll take the culture, definitely. It's not much culture, but, I mean, at this point in the game, it's about, what, 2 turns worth of culture? Which is still good. Still good. All right, there we go. There's the camels, so we can finally throw them in now. But do we even need the camels right now? Yes, we do need the camels because we've got this city that's just come in. Could have got it the last turn, but that's okay. So, outsmart. So let's go ahead and drop everything in there. We've got the gypsum that's going in. Is that going to give us anything? No, it won't. Let's throw these in. We could technically put the sheep in instead of the kaolin. And the kaolin, the sooner we've got the kaolin, then the sooner we grow out to here. Though, we can't pop this citizen, though. That's the other thing, because then we wouldn't be able to get out here. So the kaolin definitely makes a difference. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the kaolin definitely makes a difference. So I think we keep it for now. And then we'll throw all of those in. Okay, so what's our first goal here? I think we definitely want to look to try and get some production online. And we've already got our production mastery. So at the very least, we can look to try and pick up our saw pit together with our brickyard. So that's definitely a smart move. So let's go with that here. Then we can do our monument on this tile. So we'll start off with our brickyard, because that's going to give us a slightly better return, and then we'll do this bad boy right here. So it's still going to take us, like, we've got 17 production. We can still get more in this city. I guess that's the other thing to note. We should still be okay. Let's move you back just so that you're safe. Bring you down as well. You can come up. All right, Chichen Itza is happy for the moment. So we need to find where the other leaders are. Oh, excuse me. I was waiting to see what was happening. I think we just take the happiness here. We've got so much science. How are we doing on science, actually? Compared to everybody else, yeah, we're crushing it on science. Not doing that well on culture, as you can see, which, I mean, naturally makes sense when you're up against such episode. Do we take 100%, 100 gold? I think we definitely take 100 gold. It sucks losing science, but at the end of the day, man, it's gold. You know, gold is just... It's so important when you're playing the Maya, just because you don't really have the opportunity to get it otherwise. Camels, cotton. Okay, all right. Is there fresh water here? Ooh, no fresh water. Double cotton. That's not a bad settle, though. If you were going to settle it, where would you go? Here? Probably there. Okay, what do we got? Is that Hanging Gardens? No, that's Pyramids. We probably could have got Hanging Gardens. Has it been built yet? We got to double check. Still hasn't been built. Still hasn't been built. Painful. Painful. What? Why do we have this? Oh, we just completed a mastery? No, we didn't complete a mastery. What did we complete? Where did we get this from? Oh, we just finished. We just built our unique district. The beginnings of it, at least. All right, we'll move north for the moment. Yeah, it's nice. You're always getting reinforcements as this civ, and that's just something I absolutely adore. It's so nice being able to do that. And I guess we never changed. So we've got calendar round now, but we never changed into discipline. I guess because it was 8 turns, it was going to take us quite a bit. Scientific attribute point or economic attribute point? I think we go economic. Even though it's tempting to go science, we want the gold. We just need the gold right now. Anything that we can do to get the gold. Extra influence as well. Okay. I don't think we're going to be short on science, so I'm definitely going to take the influence here. We could look to influence some of these city-states. This one we're befriending. Do we leave you alive? You know what? We're going to leave you alive. Perhaps you'll be better left alive. And in that case, because we're not going for that anymore, let's go into calendar round, the mastery instead, get the extra settlement limit, and then we don't have to worry about slaughtering you. It'll be 15 turns, we'll have to put up with your shit, and then we'll be friends with you. I think that's going to be a lovely plan. Okay. Our plan is looking good. So we're kind of taking city-states here. Wasn't initially the goal, but like when you haven't met anybody, it's not like you can really spend influence on accepting their agreements, which also kind of puts you behind if you think about it, right? If everybody else is out there sharing cultural agreements and like, I'm sure she's like friends with everybody, isn't she? Like, yeah, look at this. 4 players out there. We have not met anybody on this. Like, we are completely isolated right now. You know what we need? We need some Mundo Perdido. So let's go ahead and let's get that bad boy in. We are probably going to be going for a nice combo out here. How are we going to be looking to put this down? I think we just put both of these as wonders. So this probably is the best spot for Mundo Perdido, mainly because this is a coastal spot. We want to leave coastal slots open. Oh, we've also got the option down here for these two. Harbor's probably not a bad choice. Is a harbor only +1 production? That's got to be a lie. Yeah, it's giving me +3 for a harbor. Seems decent. Now, is it worth going into the unique before? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so we'll do 1 turn in bronze working, and then we'll switch it back. So now we'll go back into currency, and that's going to give us production. So it's probably not worth it in the short term. Gain the earliest available technology? Don't give me currency. Damn it. I mean, it's still worth it. It's still worth it. It's like 4 turns of science, right? Like, it's still pretty good. We're happy with that. We're happy with that. You know, I'm memeing. Okay, and we got a +6 that's going to be out here. That'll be a +7 shortly because we'll put a wonder on that as well. We're starting to stack this up. We also need to think about a harbor. Now, where are we putting our harbor down? Oh. Are we locked in? No, we're not. We do have a way out, but yeah, we can't actually make a canal city, unfortunately. Oh, we got archers. Don't worry. It will be okay. We'll survive. Oh, you know what we might need? Let's actually get some units out here. That's probably a good idea. That's a cool trick. These guys have been a little bit problematic recently. What's this? Xerxes changed our relationship. Oh, he's not happy with us. What's the problem? Mate, I'm not at war with any other leaders because I haven't met any other bloody leaders, mate. What do you want from me? Is that the mastery? I was going to say, hold on. Is that the mastery for currency that we're doing right now? I mean, we could do the mastery for currency. We don't really need it, though. That's the other thing. We'll just, I think, move into bronze working here. We've got currency already sorted. And we're definitely going to take the 10% production. Is there anything in here even worth at the moment? Just the 0 science. Classic 0 science. Okay, that's good. You know what? Just for that specific unit right there, we'll put in the poison. And we'll hold this for the moment. We're about to grow in that city as well, so just be aware of that. So we'll look to try and... Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Okay, that's probably a dead settlement. Like, this is a lot of units. We can try and get a Hulchi in here. But even then, that is a lot of stuff, dude. What is that? Who has bribed you? I don't even know where you've come from. All I can hope is that someone is befriending it and they're quickly going to change. The color of the troops are quickly going to change into something a little bit more friendly. That's our only hope to save that city. I mean, we could still let's purchase Hulchi in here to try and keep this alive, but I mean, we're moving units out here, so it's not like it's going to die 100%, but still, I mean, we got a nice little choke point through here. That's probably our biggest hope. Oh my lord. Sir? We may have a little bit of a problem. Was that Hanging Gardens that went? There we go. Unmet player. Turn 59. We would have got Hanging Gardens. I can't believe that. I can't believe we would have actually got Hanging Gardens. Don't tell me we lost the camels. Oh, sir, we've lost the camels. Oh, gosh. That makes things awkward. Okay, so we back the Hulchi out. We can still fire on either of these units. The problem is, if we put a Hulchi in here... I think we move the Hulchi back, purchase a Hulchi, fire down. Which side are we hitting? Probably the top side. God, this is such a perfect little defense, but at the same time, I'm scared. I'm really scared right now. Okay. How are we doing back here? Can I just check quickly on specializations? Mining town? Ming? Mining town? Specialization? Specialist? I want to see settlements, towns and economy... towns. Oh, here we go. Mining town. 2, 3, 4 production on camps, woodcutters, clay pits, mines, and quarries. Okay, it includes clay pits. Wonderful. So we can do that. 14 turns until we turn this bad boy into a mining town. At the moment, it's already making us plenty of gold. So, you know, those numbers are only going to be going up. As I said, like, there was one guy, he was talking it up. He's like, nah, you got to try it, man. It's busted. That was his words, not mine. Where does this city now go? Where does it now grow? That's the other thing about, like, not playing into fishing, is that I feel like our cities do not grow at all. Or maybe they just don't grow fast enough. That's a misclick. That's a misclick. I zoomed in and right-clicked, but it didn't zoom. Like, my zoom's not working perfectly. I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna save scum it. Sorry. It's one of those little things. It's like, it's just a misclick. All right, give me a second. Okay, we're back. Sorry, my rules are I only save scum if I misclick, and that was a misclick. I assure you there was nothing else I was planning on doing right there. So we'll go ahead, we'll finish off our saw pit right now. We can't actually put this in anywhere. I mean, technically we could probably take the clay out. The clay's probably giving us more. Yeah, the clay's giving us more. We could take the jade out. Let's chuck it in there. Put the jade, or the clay in. That's not too bad. Okay, so we still need to come across over towards this position. We are in a bit of trouble here. So let's go ahead. We'll purchase the Hulchi. Again. Let's keep bringing them across. You're going to have to fall back. Okay, we didn't actually do these ones yet on this playthrough. Oh my god, that's so many units, dude. What is that? That's crazy. It's turned 60, man. It's like, go to sleep, dude. I don't even know where to go here. Like, there's nowhere... Like, we're going to be completely surrounded. All by this AI. Like, we come out the back, we're dead. Like, we get slammed no matter what. And killed by archers. We can't come back across here now. Okay, one thing that we could do... If we... we can still get slammed by both of these guys, but we're on heavier terrain. And because we can get slammed by both of them, let's do that instead. Also repair the camp and purchase... Do we purchase a warrior or a Jaguar Slayer? I think you just purchase the Jaguar Slayer instead, right? It doesn't make sense otherwise. 150 culture. Absolutely. Sign me up. Okay, so now we're going to hit a nice little power spike right here. +6 culture, +6 science. Not bad, not bad. I think we actually, we probably want to keep the culture in for now. Okay, so that's all done down here. So now we've got a couple of options as to how we play it. I think we definitely go for Monument first. And then after that, we go Library on this tile. And then we can do the Kunat over here. We can do the Kunat on this tile as well. But I think we definitely want to get the Library out initially. So let's do that. And once again, you know there's actually a bug. So right now, outsmart is bugged. And the reason why is because camels, when they get pillaged like that, essentially it leaves all the resources in there, but it takes out the camels. So what you can do, if you wanted to, we're not going to do it, but what you can do is you can then put the camels in another city, and it retains all those resources. So let me show you what it should actually look like. If we take out the resources, that's what it should look like. It should only have two. So, you know, we've been a good guy here in where we're not abusing it, but also by the same token, it's just one of those things. Oh, we could actually grow a little bit. Do we? We definitely want to grow in this city. That basically doubles our food in here. Is there anywhere else that we really want to prioritize growing or focus growing? I think Cobra we want to grow, because the more that we let Cobra grow, the more that it's gonna be exponential. Not exponential. That's definitely not the right way for it. But you know, the sooner we can encourage growth, the better it's gonna be. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so I think we will survive the next turn. Have we made a mistake in not like bringing up our army a little bit sooner? Perhaps. Have we made a mistake not investing in our army commander? I don't think so. I don't think the army commander really changes anything at this point. Let's see if you can get around here. Dude, I can't believe just how many units there are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. Out of this, so many of them are T2 as well. I think we survive here. Oh, God. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, let's try and get an eye on them. We've got the Chati out. The Chati? The Tijati? Okay. We might have to give up that settlement. It could be a classic case of over-investing. I mean, I feel like it's not that far from our capital. It's just the consequence of, like, someone... There was a city-state that we hadn't met, that we settled on the other side of the mountain range from. We didn't have a blocker unit in time. And because of that, like, everybody's gotten through. And I think that might be it for that settlement. I mean, we're going to try. We're going to try our best to keep it alive. We do have that poison damage coming through, right? I think we've still got that slotted in. Oh, I just realized we never slotted in the Jade. We're missing out on 0.03 of gold right here. Policies. Yeah, Miracles of the Twin. Okay, we still needed to keep this in. So Charismatic Leader should definitely be going out whenever we've got the opportunity. Do we don't purchase another Jaguar Slayer. We just stay right here right now. Do we dare put the Jaguar Trap on here? Why not? Why not? Why not? What else is there going to be that you're going to do? Right, there's not much else that we can really do there. I think it dies this turn, right? Okay, okay. AI's bad. AI's bad. AI's letting us live a little bit. We will allow it. We could do this. We take a lot of damage if we do. And then we're also standing on the river and we get two-shot by these archers. So I think we hold position for the moment. We'll still get killed in the next turn, though. Actually, do we get killed in the next turn? I don't think we get killed. I think we probably survive with, like, 3 health. That's going to be my guess. Survive with 3 health, okay? Okay. Oh, we got our first announcement coming through. I think we will allow it. Just, I suspect we're probably going to build up in the time that we've got. Okay. Are we somehow actually defending this? We want to slam these archers as well. Now that they're close enough. Let's see if... Oh my god, there's so many of them, dude. That is a crazy amount of units. That unit's dead. Oh, he's backing out. He's a little bit... He doesn't want it. Oi, get out of there. We could slam that. If we slam it, we die. Actually, do we die? I don't think we die. Oh, yeah, we die. Okay. It's always hard to determine exactly what the thresholds are. Okay, so at this point, I think we need to come down towards this mastery. What are we at? We're at turn 63 at the moment. I feel like we've been kind of going through these turns pretty quickly here. This guy's turned over as well. Now, we're going to be aiming for... We can do damage on that. Lovely. We're going to be aiming for the +2 science to science buildings from the scientific city-state, just because we've got so many scientific buildings that it should absolutely be able to carry us. So that's the game plan. So Lucy, how are we doing back here? We got 6 turns before we need to... before you become our friend. I mean, we could come up for the Flax here. I feel like Flax really falls off towards the middle of the era. Like, at this point, Flax is kind of irrelevant. And we definitely shouldn't prioritize on getting there. Like, this probably makes a lot more sense. So let's go ahead. We'll grab that for the moment. And now which way do we move? I mean, we could come up towards entertainment. We could go down towards organized military. Oh, actually, we want Code of Laws. Definitely need to get Code of Laws. Which one I just went? Gate of All Nations has just gone as well. But I think, if anything, we just need to get out and meet people right now. We're a little bit quiet back here. Okay, so that's a nice little victory that we'll take. Got archers down here. Let's heal up everything for the moment. Move across. Repair the mine. Repair the mine. Wonderful. Get a little bit of damage onto that great general. That commander, excuse me. We could actually kill Hattusa. If you wanted to. Do you guys want it? Do we kill Hattusa? 100 food? 100 food. We'll take 100 food, 100%. I don't even know. I don't know where the food went, but look, I was hungry, but now I am fed. We're definitely going to take that gold. Another city-state up here. Frederick Oblique Jaguar Slayer, can you get off the screen? Thank you. Okay, so I think we're fine for the moment in here, in the sense that we've held. We are starting to build this science empire up. Let's attack over towards this position. We need more Hulchi, that is for sure. We're not going to be able to hold this alone, especially now that this guy's moved up. So let's bring that back. He's going to have to run through this forest. We can hold here for the moment. Do we upgrade? I think we might have to upgrade to a spearman. But it's only going to be a matter of time until this guy... Like, he's going to convert any second. I can tell you that right now. We just got to hold out until he converts. Oh my god. There were units inside. Oh god, there were units inside. Oh gosh. Another Hulchi. See, the trouble I've got right now is I don't want to commit to too many units because I'm like, I know that there's going to... We're going to be okay. We just got to hold. But then at the same time, every dollar, every dime that we spend, how long have we got here? We got another four turns to go. How much damage are you really going to do in that time? Yeah, probably a lot. Let's deal with you. You can heal up down here. The big question in my mind is, like, do we invest in units, in extra units? Okay, you know what? We're just going to do it. We have to do it here. And the way I'm thinking that we do it is we go like this, then here. Oh, it's dirty. It's disgusting. And now we buy a Jaguar Slayer here. Should have we upgraded? We got Aratim up here. They're friendly. Whenever a city-state's friendly, I'm a lot more likely to befriend it just because it takes so much less time to actually befriend it. We've lost 2 units, right? Oh my god, we just lost so much. I think, oh, we got Mundo per... Yeah, there, okay. Literally the turn that I bought the units, dude. I knew, man. I knew it was going to happen. I knew. I'm not going to save scum. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just saying, I knew it was going to happen. It was only a matter of time till it happened, and I'm just glad. It couldn't have happened soon enough. Dude, that is wild, that barbarian attack. How many units there are. If we didn't have the free units that you get from Frederick, we would be absolutely roasted there. Gain an infantry unit when you complete a technology mastery or when you construct a science building. We have picked up so many free units this game already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 free units at least. At least 5 free units, which is just like, whew, gosh. I tell you what, we're very fortunate. Let's just put it that way. We managed to live. Okay, let's drop this barracks down. It's only 5 production here. Is it really worth it? I mean, it's a 4 turn on the racks. That's not terrible. Let's do it. We've also got the option for an altar, but the thing is, it doesn't tell you how much the production is going to be. But I will say right now, that does look very juicy. Okay, we're going to do an altar. Where does the altar go? I think on this tile, and then the Kunar. Maybe we do the altar right here. Is that going to... Can we even do the altar on that tile? Yeah, we can't. We could do it right here. That's a vegetated tile, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right, let's do it. Altar up the back there, because it needs to be on vegetation. And let's repair everybody up. Oh my god, I can't believe we survived that. God, that was absolutely scary. Okay, oh, we got Mundo Perdito. And now we're getting Spearmen. Now we get... Oh, you know what? You should... Okay, you should actually rush Bronze Working as Frederick so that you start getting T2 units sooner. You could even make an argument to delay all of your science units until you hit T2 so that you just get a whole wave of Spearmen. Oh, that would be sick. That would be kind of cool. All right, let's check these yields out because we just got Mundo Perdito. So Mundo Perdito gives an adjacency to our library. It's also going to be providing us a +1 science on improvements and +1 happiness on districts. So essentially all of our districts that are on tropical, they get +1 happiness. Makes it slightly more happy. It's really not that relevant. The main reason why we're doing it is because of the science. Every single yield that we've got that comes from an actual citizen that is worked right now has just got an extra 1 science. So that's going to give us across the board like an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 science, 7 science in this city. Soon to be 8 science. And that's a big deal, right? Like that really starts adding up. And I think that's part of why whenever you're going to be going for a strategy that's like centralized around science, especially for something like this, if you can snag Mundo Perdito, that's going to be it. But for this video, unfortunately, we have to leave it there. We have to keep them under an hour. In the next video, we will be building the Great Library. That is for sure. At the moment, I think our science empire is well and truly on the way to being magical. We're at 68 science right now. We've got our neighbor. She's doing well. She's on 22 science. Good job. Keep it up, girl. Hey, she's dominating on culture, so you got to give her that. And then we got Xerxes. He's on 43 at the moment. So, look, I think we're doing okay. We're keeping up with the turn at the moment, or like how many turns it is. My main concern is that we don't really have a lot of cities, and ideally we want to hit at least 4 cities, ideally 5 if we can. So we need to get some more settlements out. We need to make some more gold, and maybe we'll turn this guy over here into a mining town. Anyway, we'll leave it there. And once again, if you'd like to play this playthrough, I'll leave a link in the description to where you can join the Discord and find all the saves that we use in these videos. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.